Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to paint a beautiful watercolor card which you can use for any occasion. So it's not occasion specific. You can use it for your birthdays, you can use it for anniversaries, or just any generic occasion you can use that for. So for the card, I'm using a watercolor paper and I've just folded it in half, and now I'm going to paint on the front side. The colors that I will be using is a very muted red, which means I'm going to mix my red with a little bit of brown or black. And I'm going to leave a little space for a message here, whatever you want to write. And here I'm going to paint few flowers. So I'm going to paint full flower here. The technique that I use is for most of my flowers is this dotted technique, which you can use to make the petals. It's very easy. So I've just put some dots with the red paint, and then I will wash my brush in water and very loosely spread these dots into petals. So just like that. And we are going to make the ends very loose, so we are not actually making a rounder shape at the end. So this way it looks natural. And with each petal I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to loosely spread them like that. Every time you start a new petal, you have to wash your brush, because it could have, by merging all the petals, now this brush will be having a lot of pigment, so we will not have this beautiful effect which we see here. Like this. And the second thing is that I want to add one more little flower here. So let me use the same color. And here I'm just going to drop in three dots, because we are just making a different angle of the flower. Same way, I'm going to rinse my brush and then spread these petals outwards like this. Like that. I'm going to use a little bit of this dark brown shade and just go over some center parts of this flower, because I want to make it very muted, not very bright red. Like this. I'm also going to add maybe one or two little buds. For the buds, I'm just going to make a little blob, just like that, just a little circular shape. And then one can be here, just a blob of color. And while this is all still wet, I'm going to use my black watercolor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the center for these flowers, and I want this black to actually bleed in the center parts of these petals. So I'm just going to start with the circular in the center, and then I'm going to use some dotted motions to extend that. like this. And this one has bleeded way too much than I expected. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my paper towel and just pick this black paint from here. This can happen a lot of times, so you do not have to worry about it. And just, so what I've done is I've just take some water and added the red color again here. Perfect. And going to use the same black color and add the side parts of this flower as well. Like this. Similarly with the bud. I'm going to use the same black color and give the stems with this same blackish shade. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to use so while this black color is still wet, what I'm going to use, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the back of this brush. It's very thin and I'm just going to use it as a, scraping tool and mark these kinds of lines to give some more texture in the petals. As you can see, it's really easy. All you have to do is starting from the center, you have to make line outwards towards the petal. So it will automatically drag some black color and take it towards the inside of the petal. Like that. Similarly on this one. And the same thing on the buds. I'm going to use the same very thin brush to make the stems of these petals. So for the petals, I'm going to use black color mixed with a little bit of green, any kind of green. So I just want a very muted green, so I'm using a lot of black in it. And then we are going to use this and make the stems wherever direction you find good. You can make the petals like this. And I'm also going to use the same color, very dull muted green color, and I'm going to make some greeny leaves, very random and very out of the shape, like this. So you see the dried brush effect. I'm looking for that only because I do not want to overpower the leaves over the flower. Like that. And whatever message you want to write, you can write it here. So that's a beautiful watercolor easy card tutorial. And I will also drop in some more black in the center of this particular flower to intensify it. So this is the final look of this card. You can use it for any occasion. The flowers look so beautiful and rustic, and it's very easy to do also. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.